Hi and welcome everyone. I'm Sandy and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. So welcome, I'm really glad you're here. It's hard to believe this is only Tuesday, like what a week. And I say that because I was way over sugared yesterday because my daughter treated me to a few things on my birthday that I don't usually eat that much sugar. I'm not saying I don't like it, because I do. Anyway, hello. Okay, just making sure the pooter's working, and it is, so yay. There we go. Hey Sandy, hey Rosemary. Okay, so yes, so many birthday wishes yesterday. I was absolutely overwhelmed because I was not going to make a big deal out of it. And I didn't. Anyway, so today, in case you didn't know, was the two big things happened. One, the clearance rack updated with huge savings. For example, Stampin' Blends were $2.40. Like, wow. And just other, I like to sort mine, by the way, by lowest price to highest. So you can go through it. Maybe some things are gone since I sent an order in earlier today. You never know. The other thing was that the giant, huge, big year-end event from Stampin' Up!, the sale, started today as well. And there's also still lots of goodies there. So I will put links up in the description. But for now, let's see where we at. Oh, we're getting another sneak peek. I don't know. I can't remember if I already mentioned that. So you're getting a sneak peek from some of the items in the January to June mini catalog. Yay! So what I'm going to show you first are some of the goodies, including the 6x6 DSP from the Dandy Garden Project Collection. That's a lot to say, and it's a, what do you call it? A mega suite. It's got two sets of stamp sets, dies, punch, paper. I don't remember what else. Oh, twine, other things. Hey Grace, welcome. Hello. Oh my goodness, that's such a mouthful. Anyway, so here's the 6x6 DSP. I tried to fan it out reasonably well. This may be a little bit busy for you, but remember, you're only using about this much. So the whole piece might be a little overwhelming. Now this, there's a punch, by the way. And you will be able to punch these guys out or just use them as is. Let's turn them over. There we go. So I'm very fond of the other side of the paper as well. Beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. Is this one we're using tonight? Nope. I will show you. Anyway, so that's a very quick peek at the Designer Series paper. This is the stamp set and the punch, and I like this because I love dies, you know that. You know I love using anything, embossing and so on, but every once in a while it's just nice to have a punch. It lowers the price point, which is awesome. So here's the stamp set, and of course I can't tell if I'm holding that in the center. Pardon me, I have a sugar frog. Does that make sense? Over sugar. I may or may not have eaten a total of 3 pieces of cheesecake. May or may not have. Not all in one day. It took 2 days. Anyway, so here's the stamp set. You get 2 different dragonflies. These are like the artsy wings that you would put underneath. These cute, this is all one stamp. These cute little dragonflies here. And then this, we're going to use this tonight. And then I just love this. I love, you know me. You know me. You know I like when there's 2 fonts. So you are an inspiration. Yes, you are. May good things grow all year long. Perfect. This, I mean, it's coming out in 2021. Makes sense. And then this is one we're using, but we're only going to use the thank you. Not that we're not happy about your kindness, but we're using the thank you. So again, those 2 together, that's a bundle. And you get this little one. I turned it to the other side, but it's really shiny. And I know that's going to kind of get you in the eyes. So we are using the big one, but it does cut 2 at the same time, which is awesome. So keep the punch, move that. So, oh, I'm going to show you the card. this card. Now, some of you may have already seen that card because I posted it. Actually, I posted it on my personal page. I entered into Kylie Bertucci's get into the top 10 and you get to be in an international blog hop. So we're making this card, but in different colors. And you know what, Sandy, I totally agree. Birthday calories don't count. Now tell my body that and all is good. Hey, Marcy, welcome. So yeah, we're gonna make this in different colors, and I don't actually have a sample of this, so I hope it turns out really pretty. There's our little dragonfly, and that's what we're starting with. So I wanna make sure the ink dries. So for reference, I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, anyway, I will put the link to vote for my card if you don't mind terribly. That would be awesome if you did. It's card number 20, I think. It was 21, and then I think it changed. Okay, so here's our dragonfly already on, and you know me, I don't put the labels on. Okay, I'm using Stays On, which I don't usually use. I almost always use Memento, but I found this gave a really nice image. So, oh, thank you, Stacy. You know what? It is really nice DSP. At first I thought it was a little busy and thought, what on earth am I going to do with this? And you know, we're crafters. We figure it out, right? Okay, so hopefully I put enough ink on. I just re-inked it, so hopefully it's not too inky. We're just going to hold that there for a second. I'm not really, it looks like I'm pressing, but I'm not. Okay, that's really pretty, but it's very shiny, and I'm going to let that hopefully dry for a little bit. So where can I set that? On my computer, why not? Okay, so let's bring out our Protect Your Desk envelope and some of the pieces. Alrighty, so this is the piece I chose. Stripes on the back. Oh, why did I lay this card here? You know, so you can see that. Oh, I forgot you're in Alberta. Hi, Kathy Jean. I forgot that. Okay, we need the Stays On again. And this. So, and if you notice my stamp is black, it's not because I didn't clean it. This is what Stays On does. I love the smell of it, but it does stay on. And I'm trying very hard not to get inky hands. Okay, so it's a big stamp. So you know when we have big stamps, make sure I'm kind of in the center here. Oh, the video's so far back. Okay, I think you can mostly see what's going on here. I think I forgot to cut that. Maybe not. I will give you the measurements momentarily. I'm just going to ink that up. Okay, and cross your fingers and toes. Alrighty, so we're just going to we're just going to aim for the center. Mostly. Oh, thank you, Krista. Thank you. Your cards look beautiful. Thank you. All right, so this piece, now that I have it here in front of me, from the Dandy Garden DSP, is 2 inches by 5 3/8. Okay, please work. Okay, it's a little light in spots. No worries. We might be able to cover that right there. I was thinking I should use my Stamparatus, but meh. Oh, thank you. I'm lined up. Good. Let's just see if that is. So you can see the difference. So when I made this card, clearly I hadn't inked, and this one I have, and it's pretty obvious, actually. Okay, so I know this is going to be bright. So this is the Brush Metallic cardstock. I can't remember if it's on sale or not. Anyway, this is 2 1/8 by 5 3/8. So these two are the same length. And we're going to glue those together. This is the right one. Oh, no, it isn't. I put the... Remember last week when I couldn't get any of these to work? Yep. I still haven't cleared them. I have the other ones upstairs, and they work just fine. Now, remember when you're putting this onto, doesn't matter if it's upside down, but it does bug me, onto any kind of metallic cardstock like this, it's going to be slippery. So I'm just going to hang on here, let it fall that way, start pressing it down. I was also trying to avoid getting ink on my fingers and glue. All right, so I was just reading your comment, but you know, Rosemary, but you know, things in nature aren't always perfect, so no worries. I like your attitude. I like that. Perfect. And I do think this guy's probably going to go right about there. All right, so this I haven't tried either, but okay, we are not using StazOn for this because remember how I said I didn't want this bottom part. So I'm using my basic black Stampin' Right marker. And I don't do this often enough, by the way. I feel like I have a glue dot on me. Okay, so, and again, hopefully it works. But here we go. So just, you notice I'm not pointing it at it. I have this sideways. Because I'm really just trying to catch the edge. I'm not trying to, you know, color the whole thing. So if for any reason it doesn't work, I got lots more paper. I have got lots more paper. And if it's not straight, no worries, because we're going to cut it. Which is why I'm not terribly concerned about this part. But the closer I can get, the better. All right. I did rock and roll a little bit. Remember, we don't want to do that. But, oh, it worked. Yay. Why am I surprised? I don't know. All right, so I need the cutter. Trimmer. I call it the cutter, but I believe it is really called the Stampin' Trimmer. And I don't have to, it looks like I don't have to cut any off the bottom, and it looks reasonably straight. So remember that trick. Remember this little hollow bit right here, that where the cutting blade and the embossing blade are. You want to line up the top of your sentiment, so I can just see the top of the T here. I don't know if that shows for you, but I can see it. And again, my video doesn't look like it's working, so I'm hoping it is. Looks like it's stopped. Anyway, so I just moved that down so the T is just, I can barely see the top of it. And there we go. And then we're going to trim that down because I don't want that much. I'm going to trim it fairly tight. Fairly tight. Scramble, scramble, scramble. There we go. Okay. So did I measure this piece? Not really. It looks like, yeah, it's a little. So we don't really have to measure it actually because we cut it, but it's going to end up to be about, I like to say it this way, 2 lines over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch. All right. So I also have, this is the same length. Oh, lucky me. Okay. So I guess I do have to kind of measure this. So this is more of the brushed metallic cardstock. Because the card is very easy, very plain. Okay, so I'm going to go 1 line over the 3/4. And don't make me say what that is. I can figure it out. I choose not to. All right. There we go. I'm okay with that being a little bit wide. I like it. And in keeping with this one, again, it goes side to side. It doesn't go side to side. Ooh, it doesn't have to. You know what? Let's just go with it. It doesn't go side to side, but this one does. Apparently I was cutting back. Actually, this had changed several times. My original version was, this was done on white paper, and it just looked too plain. So I went, yeah, nope, do some more for it. All right, and on we go. And then we get to do more stamping. I also, and we're going to be using Calypso Coral, and I also just re-inked it. So this should be interesting. So there's those 2 pieces, and let's bring out our layer and our cute the little guys. So it looks similar to this. I am going to stamp it over here just to see how, I didn't feel like I put that much ink on, but maybe I did. So if I don't like it, I will change it. So again, Calypso Coral. Would like to make sure they're flying in the right direction. So, and always for movement. Let's see. Yep, looks very red. Oh yeah, I was going to very lightly, oh, go this direction. They don't all fly the same direction, right? Did I miss the top? Oh no, that one's flying a different way. Just to keep it, there we go. a little uneven. Oh, wait, while we're here, let's do the inside. I think we should. We'll go over the size of this in a minute. So we're not actually going to put a layer in here because it's white, right? And what I wanted to do, which is, again, keep it simple, and just put some of these guys on, and they will just kind of fly. 3, 5 odd numbers. And for those who don't like writing, I just helped you out. You're welcome. Either you write big or... Okay, well, while I have it in my hands, this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, and it's pretty well down. Okay, so if we look at this like this, we'll kind of... Let's get rid of this. Okay, so you look at it like this, and you're like, that looks kind of plain, and you'll notice it doesn't look like, woo, that one just got covered. I may have to put a little more on there. Maybe I'll do that again over there. Maybe not. Anyway, so what, like so, not bad. But you know how much, and I wrote it down because you know I laugh at myself because I can't remember the name of this embossing folder. My favorite, hopefully yours too. Hopefully you're not sick of it. The Tasteful Textiles 3D embossing folder. Got it. You see this line on here? That's so you can line everything up. So I couldn't do this ahead of time because I can't really stamp on the embossing very well. I mean, you can try it, but I don't know that you'll get the result that you want. Okay, now I did. And again, I don't know how much of this. Oh, it is. Looks like it's moving. Okay. And I didn't see any comments, and I thought, uh-oh, something's not right, but you would tell me. So this is the large Stampin' and Cut Emboss machine. And according to the instructions over here, this is a 3D folder. All I need is the bottom plate, which is this here, and this gray plate. I need number 1 and number 4. So put number 1 in, put the paper inside here. I know, it's like, I can't see any of that because it's too close. I know, but again, I couldn't emboss first. All right. Oh, I'll give you the measurement of that in a moment as well. All right, and then run it through. I find this, oh, and now we're gonna jiggle a little bit. Sorry. I'm trying to do it nice and quiet, but I don't think it's working. Oh, I have my plate over too far. It's wider, which is good, but I had it right up against this edge. Okay, so let's close this up. Close, there we go. And off you go. And let's see what we got in here. What do we have, I should say, not what we've got. Now see how this changes it just to make it prettier. Oh, I like it. Now, there's a couple things I can do because I wasn't completely happy that I covered up so much. I could cut this off here. Votes? Okay, we'll think about that for a moment. I just have to put a few lids on to make sure. So do you think I should cut this off and put it lower or cover most of those and you can't really see them? Oh no, that one. Bad Sandy, bad Sandy. What are your thoughts on that? Oh, while we're waiting, while I'm waiting to hear from you, I will punch this out. Okay, so open up the punch. You know, we use our punches upside down so we can see what we're punching. I have to cut off this little end here. Just a little bit too far in. Cut it off. Okay, got a vote for cut it off. Thank you, Krista. I feel like I should. It's going to make it look different, but hey, we're not making the same card necessarily, right? Okay. Like, make sure it's lined up. And I'm really making sure it's lined up. Really, really, really. Really, really, really. There we go. And push. It's really easy to cut vellum. Look, there's the little guy. Isn't that cute? He has no ink on him though. Alrighty. Okay, so I have a vote for cut it up. I am going to cut it off. Should just make it a little bit, yeah. All right. Hopefully, now that it's 2 layers, You're right, not every card, especially when I make them, they are not the same. They're not. Definitely not. All right, so I'm not really, well, I'm going to kind of measure it. Kind of yes, kind of no. And that one is the scoring blade, so that's not going to help us. Now I feel like I should cut the top two and make them the same distance, roughly. So we'll take a peek and cut it there. So yep, we cut right through all that. There, that makes me happier. I did the same thing, kind of the same thing with this one, because I really hadn't thought what I was doing here. I had this piece done, I had that piece done, but I hadn't actually put them together in my head. So there's really no covering that up unless I use a, we're not machines. That is true. Although when you're making loads of cards, sometimes it feels like you are. But you're a creative machine, right? Right, Krista? That's what we are, creative machines. Alrighty, so this piece, this Whisper White piece is, where's my measurements? 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm just going to give that a wee push there. Yeah, I like that. I feel like I'm going to pop this up. I don't think I popped it up on the first card, so let's do some popping up. Do I have? Ooh, wee-haw. Almost done. That, you know how happy that makes me. As I said, it's a really simple card. I wasn't even sure, like for this one, I wasn't even sure that I completely liked it. I know that sounds really odd, but sometimes when you're using new products, you're like, I don't know. And other times you're like, yep. Alrighty, so we don't need a ton of dimensionals because it's 2 layers thick. And I always find like it's not going to droop in the center. Like I just don't see that happening. Okay, so let's put that on. Right about, it's going to cover up some of it, and that's okay. Let's see if we got it even. Turn it sideways. Looks pretty even to me. Give this a little bend. All right, and then we need another. Did I cut this one? Nope. Scissors. Oh, I should mention, did I post it already? Oh, I did. Our next stamp, craft, and chit chat is this Friday at 7:30. I will put the Zoom link in the, get on there. These are the glue dots. Okay, I'll do it this way. I will put the Zoom link in the description later this week. That's where you'll find it. So I could put this up a little bit higher and cover up some of that, but I don't think I have to. I think I'll go about here. Oh yeah, there's bling coming. Don't you worry, Rosemary, there's bling. So next is this guy. Now, how do you attach vellum and you can't see it? Easy peasy. You're going to take a glue dot. And for this, I don't want my fingers munching it up at all. So take your pick tool, place it on the head. You can't see it. And I do want this to overlap onto my thank you. So there we go. So he just looks like he's just kind of floating there. But then we have to choose some bling. Now for this one, because this is Bumblebee, by the way, and this is Calypso Coral, so they're completely different. I'm not so really thrilled that that's that dark. I didn't think I would be using the gold glitter enamel dots on this. I don't quite like that. So I have pearls and I have rhinestones. Now, even though this isn't like rhinestone color, I would like to test it out. So we'll see what it looks like. We'll see if we're going with this or not. I was doing this on a card this afternoon. Yep, you're right. Look, it lands right there. Maybe that poor little guy had an accident while he was flying. That could have happened. You know, not a bad accident or anything. All right. I would like to go here. I think I do like these, and I think we'll go with a bigger one of these right about here. So I am making my usual triangle, and if I wanted to we could put more on, but I think we're going to leave it at that. And let's see, I gave you the measurements. Huh, my goodness, I think we're done. I didn't even test these, did I? Let's see what it looks like. And I shouldn't. These are, I've had these forever, and having those come off of this sheet might require a little help. I like it, but I'm going to stick with what I have because they're already attached. Okay, my friends, and we do like our bling. We like our bling. Putting the lid back on. Good. There's our card, and the inside, a little bit there. If you wanted this lighter, then simply stamp off, like go into the ink pad with your stamp it on a scrap piece of paper, and then on here, and it'll be lighter. So there they are. They've both been embossed the same way, different DSP, but from the same pack. Oh, I love your comments. Thank you. Yep, it's making me feel so good. So I thank you all for your comments. That really, apparently, Facebook likes that. It didn't like me this afternoon when it blocked one of my posts. We have a love-hate relationship, you know, with Facebook. Share, subscribe, like, thumbs up, comments. I'm going to put the important links up in the description. Sign up for my newsletter if you haven't. Oh yeah, be sure to check the events, because that's when you say you're going, then I think that's how you are notified that I've put like something into the description, or into the description or comment section, whatever, of the event this Friday, and it's free. And other than that, my friends, stay warm, stay safe, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.